Who'd you talk to? What's going on? It is me, Mike Lepre, King Mike L. This is Legit Paranormal Vacation Planners, brought to you by Legit Paranormal, brought to you by legitpodcast.com. It is Monday night, my least favorite night of the week. It is November 28th, 2022, which is 11282022. Now, I've got 1, 2, 2. So I'll go, buddy. I'm going to say this: 1 and 1 equals 2. Yeah, but then 8 minus 6 is nothing. Just 2 again. Well, no, we end up with 2 both. Nah, bullshit. 2 ones make a 2. Leave the 2 alone, and then subtract the 3 remaining 2s from the 8, and you'll get 3 2s, which would take a long time if you wanted to do it for the math geeks. Joining me as always from somewhere deep, dark in the witness protection program, Buddy Money Fair. How are you, buddy?
Good evening, Mike. How are we doing? I hope I'm not too loud.
You're always too loud, but that's fine.
All right. How you doing today, Mike?
I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in.
That's good. You sound better than you did last night.
Yeah, I can move my mouth a little bit more. Last night I was like, barely move it, but now I'm doing better.
Right. Right, that's good.
Some people, bad for others.
Right. I like the shows like tonight, Mike, because it reminds me that I'm right now on a perpetual vacation from work for the time being. It's nice being on workman's comp, even though I don't get paid the same. It's nice not having to go to work every single day. And since I don't have to go to work tomorrow morning and get up early or any of that, I'm drinking a good, hearty double IPA, again, made by Six Pack Brewing. You know the beer, you know who we are, you know what we are. Legit Paranormal Brew and Balfargool, which is right in the fridge, which I could drink later, but I might or might not. But anyway, drinking good beers and thinking about not having to work. And unfortunately, my toes can't be in the sand on a like a 80-degree beach right now. But I get the loons behind me. It's okay.
Do you want to lay down on the couch and continue talking? Are you good?
I'm good, Mike. I'm all right.
Joining us, Biggzy Dodge from the Warner.
Hi.
From the Warner. Help me out with the whole name of it. The Warner
Paranormal Explorers.
There it is.
And then the Warner. What?
No, I said Paranormal. All I was saying to myself was Explorers.
The Warner Paranormal Explorers.
Flash.
And then
Warner Paranormal Explorers.
Yeah, and then Warner Paranormal Society.
Warner Paranormal Society, Warner Paranormal Explorers. Okay, Explorers and then Society.
So society is a bunch of people that are helping to restore the Heart Stuff Hall, and then the Explorers is just Justin, Matt, Kara, and I that do the cons, or if we want to do other stuff.
Oh, all right. Buddy, we have Explorers, just not me. You guys Explorers. And as far as the society is concerned, you guys should meet Jai. Jai Mack is fantastic. I can't say enough about it. Fantastic. Guys, this is Legit Paranormal Vacation Planners. We need to come up with vacations for people to go on where they'll enjoy themselves. Maybe there's some murders there, some gruesome stuff. Apparently, people are liking that. Paranormal events, activity. Me personally, I would just look for some place that was nice and calm right now, where I could just sit down and be by myself. But that's not what the show's called. It's not called Find a Place to Be by Yourself and Hang Out. Because if that was the case, man, I'd do that show all by myself. Now, buddy,
Mike,
where are we going today?
This evening, Mike, we are going to opposite ends of the country. We're not staying all in one spot. We sent Biggzy out west, and I'm back here on the East Coast. But a little bit of everything that goes into the smorgasbord of paranormal. I mean, lovely and beautifully decorated hotels that you would love to take your family and stay in, that have a tremendous history and a like a tapestry of beauty and splendor about them.
I like that. I like the way you said that. That was very poetic.
Yeah,
So now
you like the word
Biggzy dropped out.
Biggsy's. I hope not.
She just let us know that we were having trouble with our end, and then she dropped out.
It's her that's having the trouble. Oh, there she is.
I was just testing my computer.
All right. Because you said we had trouble, and I looked at her on my stuff. I was like, "Ain't me," but then you disappeared.
But it's okay.
I just
So, buddy, where do we want to start tonight? Now, I think we should start with you. Do you have more than one location, buddy, or do you have one?
Yes, I have more than one location, Mike. We can make like a. Well, yeah, no, I'm not going to say that. I'll go first, and then she can go, and then I can go again if that's how you want to do it, Mike.
That's how I want to do it, buddy. You keep seeming to
lean
like innuendos, but I don't know what to tell you. You can go first.
Okay. So, all right. So,
frozen,
first.
Right, can I say this? I don't mind the fact that your face is frozen. I like the way it's frozen.
Okay, good.
But something's going on because your face is frozen.
My face is frozen, so I can freely do whatever I want to on camera, and excuse me, and you can still hear what I have to say, Mike. So, but I have a limited camera situation right now this evening, so you're gonna have to bear with me in my frozen face and my lips producing noise.
Apparently, we're going to be dealing with a lot because it seems like so far everybody keeps freezing up. You guys have both froze up on me, and I guess I keep freezing up on you. What's good about streaming?
Really bad connection right now.
It could be. I have I'm doing it Mastradamus style from my cell phone, so that could be jamming up the works altogether. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, your fault, buddy.
It usually comes.
Probably.
Usually would be me and my internet that would cause the whole thing, but I don't know. I'm confused as you are, handsome buddy. So where is the first locale?
All right. So first, if we were to take a drive, get in the car, go down, it'd be 95, it'd be 287, it'd be a various amount of roads. We'd have to drive for like about 6 hours. We come into the lovely, small, and quaint Pennsylvania town of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh, all right. Okay, then.
Gettysburg is a very swell town. I've been there many times. It has many beautiful monuments and attestments to the Battle of Gettysburg. I don't know if you ever heard of that. It's this little conflict that they had in the town back in the 1800s.
There was a battle. There was a battle in Gettysburg.
Yeah, and then there was a speech in Gettysburg about maybe about 4 months later, done by a little guy named Abraham Lincoln. I don't know. You might have heard of it. It's been in the news. I swear to God, at least once or twice.
You're just terrifying me, man. The frozen face is just really freaking me out. But I'm gonna go with it. It's just like
go with it, Mike. Go with it.
I'm talking to like a head. It's about as real as the loons. All right. Are you going? Where are you going to the Wyndham?
I'm not going to the Wyndham, Mike. I'm going to the Gettysburg Hotel.
Ooh,
original, the most original hotel name in town, the Gettysburg Hotel.
Yes, and yes. Hold
on.
You want me
to start speaking about it while you're loading stuff in?
Buddy, I would like nothing more. I would like nothing
more
than for you to start.
So, any avid historical or paranormal enthusiast, for that matter, who hears the name Gettysburg knows what a huge impact the town and the area is known for, both the history of the United States and the paranormal, maybe, or some might say. Pennsylvania's Gettysburg Hotel was constructed in 1797 in the center of what was once called Lincoln Square. It's just a couple blocks away from the infamously haunted Gettysburg battlefields and the battlefields which they also fought on. Many historic.
Wait. How is it haunted? It's what type of haunting? What was the word?
Infamously.
There you go. All right, getting better. Go ahead.
Not infamous, but infamous. Okay, so so during the Battle of Gettysburg, due to a large number of casualties and injuries that took place on the battlefield, the building was taken over by the Confederate Army and used as their primary hospital for their wounded soldiers. They had a number of battlefield spots, but this was that primary one because it was right near the center of the line and stuff.
So if you get a lot of dead soldiers dying here or hanging out here, I would think that would be cause a problem in the paranormal world.
It might. We're not going to talk about the paranormal part yet. We're going to talk about the beauty and the splendor of the tapestry of the hotel history. So
buddy,
the 9,000 square foot. I'm sorry, what?
Go right ahead.
All right, here we go. So the 9,000 square foot Gettysburg Hotel. It's like I said, it started as a tavern. What was I told you about that? Yeah, it started as a tavern.
Yep.
In 1797, opened by James Scott, and it was originally called Scott's Tavern. Then in 1809, I'm sorry, what?
I just said it makes sense. You said it was opened by a guy named
Scott.
Scott's Tavern.
Right, not Bill's Tavern or Fred's Tavern.
Well, no.
1809, it was bought by William McClellan, a former New York County sheriff.
Oh.
He renamed the tavern to the Indian Queen. After 1846, the town was known by Pennsylvania locals as the McClellan House, after its owners, the McClellan brothers. So during the heat of the summer of 1863, the building bore witness to one of the most pivotal moments in American history. The most pivotal moments in the entire American Civil War is many will see the Battle of Gettysburg as the turning point in the American Civil War. The hotel saw a lot of bloodshed and tragedy, just blocks from its front door. Then the home was used as a hospital, like I said, and right across the street at the Willis House is where Abraham Lincoln wrote his Gettysburg Address. The 1890s,
buddy, stop.
Yep.
Can you stop a second? Is it my dogs are mad at you? Is this two buildings?
It looks like one building.
It does? Because it looks like they built Biggzy. And buddy, don't talk so you don't cover. Doesn't this look like the brick building is different? Like it was built first and then they added the white part?
Yeah, it's like right beside the brick building. It looks like the brick building still continues to go.
I think it connected. So it looks like to me. But buddy, no add-ons. You can continue. I'm gonna look at the bedrooms next.
Well, yeah. Well, I think I was going to get to that just now.
Were you?
In the 1890s, it brought a hotel, a revamp, and the building saw a new ownership. The Gettysburg Hotel was deemed its new name, and the name stuck throughout the majority of the 19th and the 20th centuries.
Hey, there's a pool.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
It saw a major revamping in the 30s and the 40s, and in 1955, it became a temporary White House to President Dwight D. Eisenhower as he recovered from a heart attack that he had suffered while in Gettysburg. The president and his wife were the last guests of the hotel in 1964. Before the hotel was closed temporarily, the building lay dormant for a number of years until a fire in 1983 almost took it. And then the abandoned building, seeing it's a testament to the past and history of Gettysburg, it was revamped, reopened, and rebuilt in 1991. Offers guests over 119 rooms to choose from, as well as all the modern conveniences of a larger hotel without a historic boutique setting. The hotel is now listed as one of the historic hotels of America and is protected federally.
Hey, can you guys see this picture right here? Does that guy? Does the kid's face serving the drink not look fake or photoshopped?
He looks way too fucking happy.
He just looks like. Biggzy, you think it's been photo opped?
The whole thing looks it, yeah.
But I'll tell you what. You know what the selling point of this photo is? That's there's two girls alone at the bar getting drinks. That's the selling point. It's not that kid's face. Continue, buddy. Buddy.
Yeah.
We see you.
I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm having lighting issues as well.
Oh, lighting issues. That's what you're worried about? Lighting issues. Buddy,
no, Mike, the phone, the whole
Stop a second.
9 yards today. I'm going to flush today down the toilet, I think.
Oh, you're a flusher. Listen to me. Would you stay in this? Would you guys stay in this room? Let's start with Biggzy. That way you don't run the road. Buddy, you go second on everything.
That's a nice room.
the TV, Bigsy, in the fireplace.
Mhm.
Perfect spot, right?
Yeah.
The stool at the bottom is perfect for putting on your shoes, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what else. What the hell is that there for? But then other than that, this pool is awful. Awful. The
I don't
deep
think
end
it's outdoors in Pennsylvania.
Very
end
out.
is 6 feet. That's not a deep end. That's not a deep end.
No.
And then the bathroom. All right, we'll go with Bigsy. Bigsy, this is I see. Anytime you have a curtain like this, there's water all over the floor.
Yeah.
And then this one. I guess you get a microwave, right?
Holy
that's
shit, that's epic.
Buddy,
Probably
you
one
did
of
it again.
the seats.
Buddy, you did it again.
I'm doing things. I'm doing things in there.
Wait, Bigsy, the dining room.
Wow.
Yeah. I would totally love to have like a ball in there.
Yeah, the Warners can do a ball up in here, right?
Yeah. I love Gettysburg. I would totally go back.
Yeah, so it's an exciting place to be.
It's a
Oh,
very exciting place to be.
I've never felt so connected with a place before. Like, it's so weird to say that, but I've literally never felt so like I don't know.
Well, you got to explain it. Connected. What do you mean?
Just like the emotions of Gettysburg and just like thinking about like what happened and just like seeing the whole place and just hearing the stories of what happened. Like it's a whole new like emotional ball game that I've never experienced
Completely.
before.
So it's like a walk in a history place. Buddy, your thoughts really quick on what you just saw of the layout of the place.
The pool was nice. I mean, it's only 6 feet deep, so I could do a cannonball, but I can't really do. Or I wants to do a belly flop, but I can't dive in. But that second room that you showed, where it had the microwave and it had it looked like a suite almost. That looked like a room that I would definitely go for because it's way beyond my budget. And fuck it, you only live once, so I'd pick that one.
I would throw a party up
right,
here because it's on the roof.
And being a historian, a historical enthusiast as I am, being only footsteps from the battlefield, this would be an ideal place for me to stay because I am all over that battlefield every time I go there. Whether I've seen the same stuff, it's just like Biggzy said, it's an emotional experience. It's beautiful. That's a clean pool too, man.
Like there's the camera.
Is there a hammer?
Yeah, I'm not. No, that's a camera right there.
Somebody killed him?
See, I would throw a party up there. Now this looks like a lot of work. This room looks like work. So Bigsy, parties are always good on top of roofs. Am I correct?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. In this room, it looks like I would be listening to somebody boring. Although I like the coffee. Your thoughts on this room?
I'm thinking like a wedding would be pretty badass in that room. Like, although maybe or that one. Holy shit! Look at that. I could do some things on that dance floor, dude.
Yeah, the other room is definitely for like conferences.
I would out dance you any day of the week, twice on Sunday, buddy.
I don't know about that, Mike.
If we have to have a dance off, we're gonna have to have a dance off, and I'm not afraid to.
Mike, I was taking my shit at Joey Paranormal's wedding, but I don't know. We'll see.
All right, we'll see.
Maybe we have to have a dance
all you want, but we'll see who's the better dancer. I can pop and lock. All right. This is. I don't. That's the foyer, I guess. These are like what? Extra high ghost tables.
Ghost tables, Mike? Yeah, sure.
Look how high they are.
That looks like the cocktail hour.
The what?
That's where like the cocktail hour would happen.
Cocktail hour, Mike.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's the hour where if you're in the wedding, it sucks. If you're not in the wedding, you head straight to the bar.
Great open bar. Yeah.
But if you're in the wedding, you're probably taking photos right about now.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Buddy, what else you got? Keep going. I don't mean to stop you. Holy Christ.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Let me continue to read on. So,
how does that not get water everywhere? Come on. How is
excuse me when my face freezes.
Buddy, 1 second.
So now,
wait, hold on, buddy. Bigsy, how does it not get on the floor?
I'm confused. Hold on. Can I like move myself because I can't see the bottom? Is there a tub at the bottom?
No, it's just a drain.
Yeah.
There's what I'm pointing to? It's just a drain. There's no tub in this.
I'm like, my picture is in the way.
Oh, all right. So,
Well,
do
that's
it like
cool.
this.
Oh, here we go.
That's a drain.
What
It's just
the
flat,
heck?
dude. That's just flat. So how does that? Maybe there's a bit of a groove, but
That
like
must be, yeah, that
It
must be
works.
a handicap stall.
it is. But how
Yeah.
does the water not get out? Oh, never
The
mind. That bothers me.
floors must be like angled somehow.
Dude, I would ruin that bathroom. I would have water everywhere. I do it.
Asking for problems with that.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I don't think it's safe. Right. So let me continue.
Oh, guy,
So-
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but look at this. Look at this.
That's all you, Mike.
I would be at the end on the right, right?
Yeah,
Oh, no, maybe,
that's a
and
good spot.
I would kitty corner it so I could kind of see the bartender and the rest of the room. Man, that'd be a blast. All right, buddy, I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue. I keep interrupting you. It's what I do, but go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So as beautiful as this place is, and ideal for tourists there in Gettysburg to see the Willis House where Abraham Lincoln wrote the Gettysburg Address, the cemetery where he gave it, or even the immense battlefields that are located at the Gettysburg historic battlefields. The other parts of this hotel that are particularly interesting are right in the hotel itself. So during the
Look at
battle,
that.
like we had talked about, soldiers were injured and were brought to this hotel for medical treatment because, like many of the hospital, the building at the time, it had multiple rooms and you have a lot of people in there at one time.
No.
At the time, you talked about, and you guys talked about going to the dentist earlier and using anesthesia. Doctors and nurses in Civil War hospital settings didn't often use anesthesia, and they would just, like, if you got shot in the leg, they would just saw your leg off right then and there. So you can imagine the emotion that kind of went into going to performing or going through some of these ordeals, or some of the energy that might have gotten left in some of these
Can I
rooms.
stop you for
Where,
a second there? Can I
yeah, go
stop?
ahead, Mike.
When did you hear us say anesthesia?
I thought you guys said no. You guys talked about numbing agents. All right, sorry, you didn't say anesthesia.
Yeah, it's called,
you talked about
Novocaine.
Novocaine.
Novocaine, numbing
No.
agents.
Biggzy, were you given Novocaine when they checked on for cavities?
Yeah.
I was given one shot of Novocaine, and I asked the guy, I thought you were going to put me out for this. And he said, oh, no, we're not. And then he proceeded to get a pair of pliers, and for 45 minutes, he was actually telling me at one point to lean against him pulling, to help him pull something out of my mouth. Like, I think my dentist is absolutely out of his mind crazy. Secondly, buddy, if I share this room with you, I'm afraid there'd be no chocolate strawberries left. And I think the champagne might be gone by the time I woke up. Not a problem.
You might have a good point there, Mike. I love chocolate strawberries, and champagne is a easy, cheap way to get intoxicated.
Okay. Secondly, Biggzy, have you ever been to Walgreens?
What?
Have you ever been to the store Walgreens?
You're like breaking up. Have I been to Walgreens?
Have you ever been to the store Walgreens?
Have you ever tied your shoes?
Am I breaking up when I say Walgreens? Walgreens. Have you been to Walgreens? The
Have
store
I
Walgreens.
been to Walgreens?
Yes. Like the store
Yes,
Walgreens.
I have. Yeah.
Have you guys ever noticed that the G and the R are not connected when they spell the name? That is like Walgreens. Like every letter connects, but the G and the R don't connect. And it freaked me out. I drove by 3 of them today to make sure that I was not seeing things. And it's spelled WLAG, and there's a space, and then Reens. I didn't know that. Walgreens. Whatever. Buddy, continue. I'm sorry. But it's true. If you look it up, it is Walgreens.
Jesus
Wait,
Christmas.
so
All right, so
What?
G and the R is not connected?
Yeah, they're not. In the logo, in their actual symbol. It's like WALG. There's a space and Reens.
There is like a tiny space.
I know there is. That's why it's Walgreens. I couldn't figure it out, but it was freaking me out. These are very high mattresses for no apparent reason in a double room. This looks like a place you would put somebody if they were sick. I would throw up on those pillows. I would definitely throw up on those pillows. God damn. All right, buddy. What else?
So, all right. So, all right. So, if you happen to stay there, one of the many allegations by hotel staff and guests alike have reported seeing numerous apparitions of Civil War time soldiers in the halls, and one of the most popular ghouls is the spirit of a girl named Rachel, who was a Civil War nurse who cared for the wounded. I've heard stories about people who have visited this place,
Oh man.
and they're on the elevator, and they ride right in the elevator, and the elevator goes to the bottom floor, the basement, and the doors open, and all they see is this like Civil War era surgery room, and they're operating on some guy, and then the doors close, and then they open again, and there's nothing there. I've heard that story a few times on a few different platforms. So it's about this very hotel. Guests tell of seeing a slim woman roaming through the halls, seemingly searching for someone. She's even known to rummage through and empty your dresser drawers and your luggage. The hotel is not her only stomping ground. She's also been noticed walking the streets of Gettysburg looking for soldiers to tend to. This is the nurse, Rachel.
Buddy.
Two other apparitions.
Buddy, see this room right here? This is way at the top,
yeah.
Right? We can see the top of the roof, right?
The beams, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, there's two things I like about this, and one I don't. Love the fireplace, and I love the fact that you get to come in that top door, and then everybody can be like, "Oh, Buddy's here!" And then you come down the stairs and you hang out with us. Like, to me, that would be fantastic. However, too many deer heads. Biggzy, your thought on the deer heads?
Yeah, I don't like hunting, so I definitely don't like that. But I love the wood look. I love the high ceilings. I love those lights. Like, this is a place that I could totally chill at.
Chill, okay. I wouldn't. Is that a wagon wheel? Yes, it is.
Chill there and like
a wagon wheel.
Buddy, I don't know what it is, how I have your voice set up, but your voice mutes hers. All right. This, I guess, is another standard room. Somebody seems to be doing a little bit of business, but they didn't drink their coffee.
They're probably in the bathroom.
They're probably spilling water all over the entire floor. Now this mattress does not look long enough.
No, that's why they have that bench.
Okay. I'm sorry, buddy. Continue.
All right, I'll go on. Hold on. So two other apparitions that are said to haunt the quaint hotel is a woman and a soldier seen dancing hand in hand in the hotel ballrooms, those lovely ballrooms that we were looking at earlier. While the identity of the young woman and her bow and her bow is unknown, one wonders who these two lovebirds could be. Perhaps a stay at the Gettysburg Hotel could answer the question for you. But don't be surprised if you find your clothing strewn about your room because of Rachel.
That's not
yeah. The Gettysburg Hotel is also a few very haunted steps away from the sacks-covered bridge, the site of one of Gettysburg's nastiest haunts.
No, you want and that's look at the tub. Look at the tub.
I gotta go back. Hold on.
Water. I don't want to see. Well, why would you show water? Like, you'd put bubbles on top of that shit, right?
I was just gonna say that. Put some bubbles on there.
Yeah, bubble it up. Make it look fun.
Yeah.
It looks like dirty water.
Yeah.
I digress, buddy.
Okay, moving on.
Look at us.
Nearby is also the house of the Jenny Wade house, which is the home of a 20-year-old seamstress who was the only civilian ever killed in Gettysburg. So you can go and you can see that she was shot by enemy snipers.
I think he's gone.
What? I'm here.
Still here.
Who did you think was going? I'm still here. I'm just zooming around.
What is it?
All right. How about now? Am I better now?
Yeah. You guys are both like just disappeared.
I disappear a lot. I tend to do these are things I tend to do. Hold on. Navigating stairs after drinking seems like a hazard. Bed looks very short. Tiny tub. So far, 3 for 3, Sarah. 3 for 3 on that one. Buddy, what else you got about this Gettysburg thing, or are you done with it?
Yeah, it's like right near Devil's Den. It's right near some of the best the best historical spots in the entire Gettysburg town and battlefield are just steps away from this beautiful hotel. So, as well as it's extremely haunted with what seems to be residual haunts. But go and experience it for yourself.
Now I don't know who's freezing up because Biggsy's been in that one pose now for about 10 minutes, and yet I can see you, buddy, moving perfectly.
And her mouth is kind of like open, so it's like she's about to talk.
Oh, she's always about to talk.
We're perpetually like blocking her out.
No, she just, I don't know.
Perpetually.
Maybe she's just frozen in that spot, and that's just the way she wants to stay for the show. Maybe that's what she thinks. Oh, she came on another thing. So let me add her this way. Hey, Biggs, that was you that was frozen, by the way.
I got kicked off.
Oh, yeah. See, Sarah said Biggzy is frozen for me.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, because like you two went black, and then I went black, and then I got kicked off.
All right. First off, race has nothing to do with this, and I'm offended by what you said.
Don't make it for race. Don't make it like
that.
What were you trying to say then?
Your screen went black.
Oh, the screen. I thought you were being offensive. I thought you were just being you and being offensive. No. Where is the next?
I'm not offensive. I'm an asshole. There's a big difference.
There is?
Yeah.
Well, to be an asshole, you have to be offensive.
It's a little different.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you the only asshole you know?
Oh, no.
Okay. So are me and Buddy assholes?
Oh, yeah.
Then, oh, yeah, definitely.
Exactly. So then I'm right when I say you have to be offensive. You were wrong.
Definitely.
Buddy's not a sweetheart. Buddy's actually one of the worst persons you know.
I'm one of the biggest assholes ever.
Oh, he's one of the most hidden tricks you know.
He just doesn't do asshole then.
What's that?
I said he's the sweetest asshole then.
Aww. Oh, fuck, my phone's about to die.
Say that one more time.
Buddy.
The sweetest asshole.
Sweetest asshole.
Oh, I can't wait to chop that.
I'm the sweetest asshole.
Where do we go in Biggzy? What do you have for a location?
So we are going to Colorado.
Colorado.
We're going to the Stanley Hotel.
Colorado.
Oh,
why are you effing now?
You're screaming black again.
Why am I? Just keep going. What's it called? What's the name of the hotel?
The Stanley Hotel.
All right, go right ahead.
Buddy's gone.
Just keep going. Don't worry about him.
Okay.
We can fix it on the playback. StreamOut has this new thing where you can bring back the video and it just fixes all the times that people went out. It's actually pretty awesome. So in post-production, we'll be okay. Live might be an issue, but hey, what are you going to do? Let me bring this up to while you're about to talk.
So at least he won't interrupt me.
That's true. This is true. All right.
So
there it is.
The hotel. So the hotel itself began in 1903 when Yankee inventor Freeland Oscar Stanley, who created the Stanley steam engine, a steam-powered horse carriage. Yep, him and his wife built this hotel.
They're geniuses.
Yeah. So Stanley, a little background of Stanley. Stanley was diagnosed with tuberculosis. So his doctor advised him to go to the Berkshires to, and he was like, basically he was like, don't make any plans for the next 6 months because you're not going to be here. But then, so he went out to Colorado, and the minute he went out there, he felt so much better.
Yeah, I can see why being here. Look at the mountains.
Yeah.
Look at this shiznizle. Look at this. That's beautiful. Look at it. There's a stagecoach in the goddamn lobby.
Yeah. This is a gorgeous hotel. So
seems like it is.
When the Stanley Hotel opened in 1909, it had electric lights, it had telephones, it had bathrooms. It was a very back in the 1900s. It was a very, very elegant hotel where only people that like had money would be there.
Yeah. You can tell. Look, the goddamn roof was wooden. Did you just see that? The roof was wooden on this. Look at it. Look at that.
The roof.
The roof is wooden.
The roof is on fire.
I said, hold on. Let me do this. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I removed Buddy. The roof, when it changes, is wooden. It's actually wooden. Like there's one room that's got a wooden roof, which is dope. That's all I was saying. And then Buddy would have freaked out over those bedposts. But continue. I'm sorry.
So the 5 miles from the entrance of the Rocky Mountain National Park. You could also see Lake Estes and the Rocky Mountains from the hotel. So by the 1970s, the hotel wasn't doing well due to the lack of care and investment. So the hotel was actually going to be like wrecked, but then Stephen King that came in, saw this hotel, was so inspired by this hotel that Stephen King actually had The Shining from this hotel, like took this hotel and made it into The Shining.
The Stephen King Suite 217.
Yeah. So then because of that, Stephen King basically like saved this hotel, and it just like it came back to life.
So Stephen King saved this hotel.
Basically, because it was like in ruins, and then because he like made this, so the Shining was based off this hotel, and because of that, this hotel got huge, got a ton of publicity and stuff like that. Mike, I put this in because I knew you were gonna like this part. So the hotel offers 8 different restaurants, including a whiskey bar, a wine bar, and a club.
Oh, all right. So I would start off at the whiskey bar.
So if you go to dining, you can see all the restaurants that are there.
Okay, here we go. Ooh, that's fantastic right there, though. Which one do you want to look at first? The lounge? Where's the lounge? Oh, the whiskey bar. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't realize how big this was. All like the restaurants and clubs are inside the hotel.
Oh my God, look at this.
Right?
Oh my God, look at this. This is like when little kids look at Disney. That's how I can describe how I feel right now. Like,
I know. The minute that I saw this hotel, I was like, oh my God, I need to be there.
No shit. Like, this is like, that's awesome. That's an awesome place to stay. All right,
so,
I'm sorry. Continue.
The Stanley Hotel has hosted many famous guests. So the hotel had the unsinkable Molly Brown, John Philip Sousa, Theodore Roosevelt, and the Emperor and Empress of Japan. And like other famous guests stayed there.
Ooh, they have a Western and whiskey weekend. Oh, Westerns and whiskey. You can't get better than that.
They have a bunch of different events. They have like historical tours. They have haunted tours. I mean, you're so close to like the mountains, so you can go skiing, hiking, all that stuff. They got a spa.
Oh, Swedish. Look, all right. So when I took massage therapy, and I was like about a month away from getting my certificate. Swedish, deep tissue. Learn those two. Swedish massage is the worst massage you'll ever get in your entire life. You guys know the difference between Swedish? Because they don't actually work the muscles. It's more of a relaxation. Where the deep tissue is more where they get in there and they break up the because you can feel the muscles when they're knotted, and with deep tissue they break them up. I never got as far as like the stones. I didn't really believe in the stones, but Swedish was like for someone like me, my back is so locked up, like it's pointless. It's just like rubbing my back, big deal. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Ooh, facial. I'm sorry.
All right, so the paranormal part of this. There hasn't been many deaths in the hotel. There was one reported death due to on June 26, 1911, there was a gas plant explosion in the hotel. It injured 20 guests, but it killed a guest named Miss Elizabeth Lambert. So that is the only reported death at the hotel.
So Miss Elizabeth died there. Miss Elizabeth died there. That's what I said.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
All right. That brings me back to the fact that wasn't Lincoln a very good wrestler? Wasn't Abraham Lincoln known as a very wiry wrestler?
Lawyer.
No, he was a wrestler. He was a professional wrestler, was he not? You guys remember that, right? Lincoln was known as a great wrestler. No?
Who?
Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, the guy with the pipe hat and the big beard and no mustache for some reason. He was a wrestler. He used to scrap. Continue.
Okay. Sorry, you're breaking up, so I can only take some words in.
That's okay. You do the same thing all the time anyways. Go ahead.
True.
I know.
So the most notable Stanley himself is most often seen in the lobby in the billiard room, which was his favorite rooms when he was alive. On one occasion, he was said to have appeared during a tour group's visit at the billiard room, and he was behind a member of the tour. Bartenders at the old hotel also reported having seen Stanley stroll through the bar, disappearing when they tried to cut him off at the kitchen. Flora Stanley, so Stanley's wife, also haunts the hotel. She plays the piano in the ballroom. Employees and guests are reported hearing music coming from the room, and then when they peek in to see, they can see the piano keys moving. But as soon as someone walks across the threshold, to go in, investigate, the music stops, and you don't see the keys playing anymore.
But is that a haunting? Someone playing the piano?
Huh?
Is that a haunting if someone's playing the piano as opposed to throwing blood on you? You know what
I mean? No, I think that's just residual energy, especially playing the piano, especially if you played a lot.
Yeah. Oh, and plus they have those pianos that do play on their own.
What?
The other one? I said, plus they do have those pianos that play by themselves.
Yeah. So I've always wondered too, if those pianos are those like that. So there's been a lot of reports, but most of it happened in room 407, which is said to be occupied by an Irish guy who owned the land before, and they are said that he likes to stand in the corner of the room near the bathroom door. On one occasion, a witness has reported that a light in the corner kept turning on and off. While the light was off, the guest told the ghost that they knew that he was there and they would only be staying for 2 nights, and was like, can you please turn the light back on? The light turned back on right after they said that. However, later when the lights were turned off, they were trying to sleep. Noises were constantly heard from a nearby elevator during a time when the elevator was not in use. At other times, a ghostly face has been reported to be looking out the window of room 407 when the room is not booked. Another room, 418, gets the most reports of haunting activity, apparently from a child spirit. And the reviews that I've seen, a lot of people have said that there was children spirits in there. Cleaning crews report have heard many strange noises from the room, as well as seeing impressions on the bed when the room has been empty. When guests stay in the room, they often report that they hear children playing in the hallway at night. One couple reportedly checked out of the hotel very early in the morning, complaining that that there were children in the hallway that kept them up all night. But at the time, there was no children booked in the hotel.
I hate this when we get on this when it gets to this point of the topic, when it comes up to the kids' voices, I get nervous. Like I would rather hear screams, blood curdling screams, than to hear children run around the.
Yeah, but remember, I told you that it's not necessarily that that children have died. It's sometimes that like those energies, like that was probably their most, like they could have gone there since they were kids and gone to that hotel like with their families like every summer, because the hotel was first built just for a summer hotel.
So kids having so much fun that they residually got stuck there. Like that emotion of having fun and playing is stuck forever.
Yeah,
what you're saying?
Like their energy, like some of their energy is still there, so that like they like I feel like when you pass, you go to a time where you had your most fun, and that was probably like theirs.
You think so?
Yes.
You think you go through the time when you had most fun when you pass?
I think you go back to a time when like you were the healthiest and like the happiest in life.
Do you ever wonder if when you pass, if you're gonna get to see the people that you love, and if what they're gonna look like? Like what age are you gonna see everybody?
I believe it's like when they were the happiest and healthiest.
Because that would be weird, kind of seeing like my Nana at like 20. You know, I might it would be a little odd, but I guess maybe if I see her, maybe I see her as older.
So when my papa passed, it'll be 4 years or 3 years. It'll be 3. The day after he passed, I had the craziest like dream / out of body experience where I saw my papa like in my bedroom, and he was at a younger age, like from what I remember. Like he was probably like 20 years younger, and he looked so healthy, like, and I like, and that's why like I kind of have that like feeling of that's like people go back to when they're the happiest and healthiest, like because we were all like at that time like of what his age would have been, we were all like together all the time camping and like having those memories as family. And so like that's like when I saw him, I was like, holy shit, like you're like 20 years younger.
Biggzy, question for you. You still have your other 3 grandparents?
I only have one.
One. You still have your parents?
My parents, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Buddy, how about you?
I have one grandparent, although I'd rather watch him die slowly than anything. So yeah, he's dead. And my parents are living.
Yeah. You get to the point where your beard, well, not Biggzy. Maybe actually Biggzy might grow a beard. Who knows? When you get to the point where you grow a beard that has white in it, no grandparents, no parents. There's nobody. There's above me now. There's no one. There's no one that like I can call or ask a question or do anything like that. So, when my mom passed the day after Christmas, we're coming up on a year soon. She has done things this year that have changed the way I look at paranormal completely. Because if I ignore the fact that she's been trying to reach out to me at different times, then I'd be lying. I try not to go into it too much because I think people think I'm crazy. But yeah, she definitely has. It's weird when you go into mourning. You're looking. You just want to make sure that they're okay, and I think they want to make sure you're okay. I think that's what it really comes down to. And when they know you're not doing okay, they tend. I think early on they tend to come around. In other words, what I'm trying to say is like my grandparents passed a while ago. My dad passed in 07. So I don't get vibes from them as much anymore. It's just my mom. She's still hanging around and she's still like messing with me, trying to keep me straight, trying to keep me from destroying myself. I think that's exactly what she's been doing. All right, but more about the health hotel. I digress.
So there's just like a lot of like guests like reviews and stuff like that. And so there's been like a lot of like like activities in rooms 217 and 401. Tour guides tell a story of a ghost of a small child who has been seen by many of the staff in different areas of the hotel. And reportedly, Stephen King also saw the child who was calling out to his nanny on the second floor. So other like employees have report footsteps, apparitions. One guest said that she like woke up and saw a ghost. At the end of her head, half was a skull and half was like a pale ghosty face. I probably would have ran out of that room.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, I said. I just said yeah. That's all I said. Go ahead.
Another, this one was interesting. Another guest, so they were in the elevator. They saw a man in the elevator. They were like talking to him. And then they got off the elevator, went to turn around to say goodbye to like the guy, and the guy was just gone.
So, all right. For Stephen King, this must be an absolute like treasure trove of places to go to get inspiration. I mean, this hotel looks exactly like what he would need if he did one of these things. And your glasses are crooked. Thank you, Sarah. All right. Anything else on this location there, Biggzy?
No.
No, buddy. You have another hotel?
Yes, I do, Mike. If we have time.
Of course we do. Go ahead.
Okay, so our next hotel, we're staying on the East Coast, but we're driving out of the state of Pennsylvania. We're going to go like in northeast direction. We'll go straight up 95, and we'll drive right into the city of New York. Lovely New York City, home of the Yankees and the Mets, but not the Giants or the Jets. The Chelsea Hotel is where we're going to stop. It can be found at 222 West 23rd Street.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Hey, buddy. Just because the Giants play in New Jersey, right?
Mike,
stop.
How long have the Giants played in New Jersey for,
okay.
Mike?
Just because the Giants play in New Jersey does
how
not mean that they're not the New York Football Giants. Now, the New England Patriots don't even play in a place that's really a state or a city. Doesn't really exist. All of New England. No, thank you. Nope. Do not represent me. No.
It's kind of like a region, but
they're
in New England. They're not playing like they don't play in Pennsylvania and like say, hey, we're the New England Patriots.
What are the other teams in their division? The Miami Dolphins, the Buffalo Bills, right?
Bills.
Yep.
And the New Jersey Jets.
Yeah. See again, the New York Jets. But first off, New England's the only one that's like an area, and second of all, Miami is just a transient city that doesn't have real fans.
Oh, don't
like
even get going, Mike. Don't even get going.
On top of that, buddy, you guys wear aqua. Aqua.
You guys are from New Jersey, and you want to be from New York.
Not on a football field. Go ahead now. You smart talk.
So unlike my Miami Dolphins who actually play in Miami, the New York Giants who actually play in and whatever. So you can go to New York City and not find the Giants, but you'll find the Hotel Chelsea at 222 West 23rd Street. It's right between 8th and 7th Avenue. It's a lovely brick building featuring beautifully bold red bricks. It has two different styles. It features a Queen Anne and Victorian Gothic style. The balconies have wrought iron, and there is a grand staircase that can be found in the middle of the entire hotel. The halls of the hotel are covered with dust. The many paintings that were once on the walls that have been put away in storage. The abandoned apartments are now. Oh wait, it's padlocked. It's closed. I don't think it's closed.
But this hotel has dust covering it.
It might be closed.
You think
it might not even be open?
Do you think?
I should have gone with cash stuff. Shit, I was in. You know what it is, Mike?
There's dusty rooms. Wait a minute.
I'm like, let me do one from New York City, and I grabbed off the list.
Because you know what? You know New York so well. You know the Giants are in Jersey. You are Mr. New York, buddy. You're so Mr. New York that this hotel closed.
But
it's got dust on it, dude. In the first paragraph of reading it, it says it's got dust covering it.
Okay, so it might not be open anymore. So
maybe not.
Stay there. But there were some really cool people that once stayed there.
And really? Go ahead. Tell me about that before they close it.
Well, yeah, before they closed it, stock market crashed in
Now you're gonna be
73.
struggling. Now you're struggling.
1884.
Okay, keep going.
Marilyn Monroe. Okay,
Yep. right,
so
No, what about her?
after her divorce, Marilyn Monroe from Marilyn Monroe. Arthur Miller had moved into room 614. Bob Dylan wrote the book Sarah in room 211. I didn't know he wrote a book. Dylan Thomas wrote in 1953 there, and then he died at the motel while writing his last book. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm really not prepared on this one. I'm sorry. This one's
Yeah, you're not prepared at all. You kind of sound like a Miami Dolphin fan. Not prepared at all for what's coming.
We're 8-3, Mike. We're 8-3. We're not. What are you guys? What are you? 6-4, 6-5 now?
We're 7 right now. The whole NFC.
Your New Jersey team is what?
Right now, the whole NFC East would make the playoffs if it was to stop today. Okay, you have a quarterback that me and you both know throws lollipop passes. Okay, in his little aqua trunks. So let's get off the Dolphins before I get angry because let's not compete.
Worse. Have you seen Seattle?
Seen who?
Have you seen the Seahawks uniform? It could be worse.
No, I don't. Nope, that's not the worst. I don't mind the Seahawks uniforms. The uniforms that are
like the bright, like the lime green one.
Oh yeah, that's their. I hate the Broncos uniforms. They should go back to the old school blue helmet with the orange crushed jerseys. I hate the Patriots uniforms. Why they don't? They should go back to Pat the Patriot. Oh, the old school uniforms.
Baby, red, white, and blue.
No. Let's restart this then. The first red, white, and blue team was the New York Football Giants.
When they played in New York,
everybody in this area followed the New York Football Giants until
they played in New
York. They created the New England Patriots, who then took the exact color scheme of the New York Football Giants. Just throwing that out.
Play in New Jersey.
We kept it, so
you kept it. And then you know what? You guys did go on to win what? 6 Super Bowls? Right? 6? They won 6, right?
7.
Okay. 6. I think they won 6. And you lost 3, but I know you lost 2 and I'm forgetting the team.
Tom has 7. So one with them.
Wait. No. They lost 2 big Super Bowls, these Patriots.
They did.
One time they were undefeated, and another time they just should have won. Who was the team that beat them?
Okay, just because that how many Super Bowls do you guys have?
Oh, you really want to talk that? You don't know? The Giants?
Yeah.
The Giants have 4 Super Bowl wins. The Giants also have they also have 5 or 6 NFL titles because they were around before there was a Super Bowl. So they're the best team for at least 10 years. Okay.
Why A Tittle?
So the Giants have won. The only team in the NFL have won 1 Super Bowl in the last 4 decades. Each of the last 4 decades, only team to win 1, New York Football Giants. Now, your Tom Brady went down to Tampa Bay and got a new face. And then your coach, Bill Belichick, freaked out and hired all his buddies that don't even know what they're doing to come coach. Like Joe Judge, make him an offensive line coach. God only knows why he would do that. And Brady's face is completely 100% different. Now I digress. Buddy, anything else about this hotel? See how you got me riled up with the whole Dolphin shit?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you going. I should have brought Brother Ray on before I started talking Dolphins phenom because he could have
honestly, buddy, don't apologize. Mike would have went off no matter what. So
that's true. So some of the notable residents who have stayed at this beautiful hotel. Actually, it's quite lovely. That's in 2005. It might be open. Check it out. It's called the Chelsea. But some of the notable people who have stayed there: Mark Twain, O. Henry, Dylan Thomas was writing his book when he died there. Should do a show. I didn't see what that said.
She said we should do a show on sports and paranormal, which makes sense because the fact that the Dolphins have a winning record is paranormal.
Holy shit!
Continue, buddy.
I can't disagree with you there. It's totally true. And I've been saying it. Tennessee Williams, Jack Kerouac, Brandon Behan, Thomas Wolfe, Valerie Solanas, Allen Ginsberg, Quentin Crisp, Arnold Weinstein, and Janis Joplin, Jimi
All right.
Hendrix. All those people stayed there too. Film directors, Dennis Hopper, Eddie Izzard. And what else happened here? Sex Pistols, the lead singer was accused of stabbing his girlfriend to death and killed her.
No.
He got off on it in
No.
the hotel room.
It wasn't the lead singer.
It wasn't the
It
lead
was-
singer. Who was it?
It was the guitar player, was it not? It was Sid.
I'm probably wrong. Yeah.
Was it Sid Vicious or
It was
Johnny
Sid
Rotten?
Vicious. It was
Sid
Sid
Vicious.
Vicious. Yeah.
Right. I know my rock and roll debts. Go ahead.
So he allegedly killed his girlfriend in that room.
Allegedly.
In the hotel room. Other known people who have stayed there: Patti Smith, Jim Morrison, Iggy Pop, just to name a few. Jeff Beck, Bobby Dylan.
Hey, buddy,
What?
did it not tip you off after
Joni
the
Mitchell.
dust? After the dust, all over the rooms.
Sid Vicious.
Then
It
you
was-
go to the list of people that have stayed there, and nobody's alive. They're all
Madonna stayed there. She's still alive.
Madonna.
Madonna stayed there
All right,
in
stop the
1992.
Stop the whole show. How can you say she's still alive? Have you seen her? Has anybody seen Madonna?
It doesn't matter. She's still
She's
alive.
not really like a virgin
How do you know that's
anymore.
her?
But
How do you know that's her? Has
Are you
anybody seen
like-
what she looks like?
Are you like a Illuminati person?
he is.
Yes.
He
Maybe.
represents the dumb Illuminati.
But have you not seen what she looks like now? Am I the only one? I'm being dead serious. Have you guys not seen what she looks like now? You haven't. All right, hold on. Because Madonna has pink hair, and she got so much plastic surgery that you can't quite tell who it is. Now, let me share this for you. Hold on, because this scares the living. This is scary. Want to talk about scary stuff, real scary stuff in a haunted house that would really bother me? Look at the picture on the right. This is what Madonna looks like right now. See that on the left? See that on the left? That's what she's doing.
Virgin.
That's
See it there?
her.
Yes. Look it up. I'm not lying to you. This was a conversation I had the other
He
night
looks
with a couple.
She's on
Surgery not for the first time.
Buddy, stop. Buddy, she's trying to talk and you're humming over her. Just hold on one second. What are you going to say, Biggzy?
She looks like she's on serious drugs.
Well, yes, but my point is the facial work she got has changed her face to become like the Catwoman.
She tried to like her cheekbones, like they're way too big. Like she's definitely trying to like stay wicked young.
Yeah, filler. They add filler to the cheeks, right? And that's what gives them the catfish look.
She got like a facelift too. Like look at her eyebrows.
No, dude, I'm telling you, there's some photos where she looks like the most current one, like this one right here. Where's the one that scares me the most? It's just her face is now swollen. Like it's swollen. It doesn't look like her. And if you ever watch her on Instagram, she's constantly dressing in like skimpy clothes and then dancing, and it's
We on
it's
her
just sad.
Instagram.
Yeah. I have to be now because of the way she looks. Like she just dyed her hair pink.
Yeah,
this is the newest one.
She's like trying too hard.
So I ask you, how do you know that's Madonna? I mean, to be honest, if she walked up to you, would you be like, "Hey, Madonna"? I wouldn't. And anyone else? No, that's not Madonna. Anyways, I was always a Cyndi Lauper fan. Anyways, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, she's trying. How old is she?
She's in her late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah, she's trying too hard to still be young.
She's covered in dust, like the hotel buddy was talking about. That's the truth. Like you got to know at a certain age when to just bring it back. Like sex appeal at 60 is gross. It's just gross. You know what I mean?
Ew!
You're looking at more pictures of Madonna, aren't you? Is that what you just yelled? Ooh. Biggzy, are you looking at more pictures of her?
Ew!
Ew.
See, I told you. Yeah, I wasn't lying when I told you. Right?
Ooh.
Is that not scary? Oh, goddamn. No. No, it's scary. I told you that's the scariest thing I've seen in a long time. No one wants to believe me, but that actually terrifies me because that shows what someone could actually do to their face, and people are going to let them do it.
Oh, damn it. Look how beautiful she was.
She had a natural beauty. I agree.
Yeah.
Show the new one again, though. I can see that better. Yep. She looked fantastic. She always was, you know what? She was always thin, young. I get that. But then she went and did whatever she did to her face.
Ew,
I don't know. I'm terrified. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at that
Horrible.
thing. Come on now. I'm not trying to be mean to the woman, but Jesus.
No, I know. I'm not trying to be mean either, but like,
I told you.
she made herself like look like an alien.
Told you that. I can't even tell it's her. I would not know it was her if I met her, is what I'm trying to say.
It's definitely just she's trying too hard to still be young.
She's lost her mind, is what's happened. She's mentally insane at this point.
I feel like a lot of these like singers and stuff like that are like, I feel like the music industry and everything, like in the way that society like looks at these like celebrities, it's a reputation that they like want to keep and they can't.
So here's the thing though about that. So when you're seen in the public eye for a while, okay, most people expect you to look exactly like you looked when they seen you, right? Now, there's two routes you can take with that. One, you can try your best to keep looking like you did when you were younger, which to me, there's no point in that. There's just no point in it at all. Or you can look your own age and kind of grow old graciously.
You still can kill it at your age.
You just gotta not swell your face up, shave off your eyebrows. Like it's cheek filler, right? Because all the rich women that I know have that catfish face. It's it's just I don't. And then what's his name? The kid who killed himself, the younger brother from the Backstreet Boys. What the hell was his name? Aaron.
He killed himself?
Aaron died. Yeah. The younger brother died of
Yeah, who are you?
what's his last name?
Carter?
Yeah, Carter. Yeah, Aaron Carter killed himself. Yeah, he's dead. Died. I don't know if he killed himself, but he did kill himself. In other words, like the last video of him was him strung out really bad. He got cheek implants and jaw implants because people kept making fun of the shape of his face. It was when you were in your bunker down beneath the ground with the Warner Paranormal Explorers.
Wait, when did this happen?
About a month ago?
No,
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the last video of him.
He's like tattooed.
Dude, he had facial surgery. He had implants in his cheeks and jaw so that his face had a better shape because people were making fun of him that his face wasn't shaped correctly. Now that's another form of being mentally so is Jason Davis Frank.
He got a DUI.
Yeah, come on, Buddy's got like 4 of those. That doesn't matter. DUIs are no big
Buddy
deal.
has none.
Like because he was so young, like when he got famous, like a lot of these young famous people are going to drugs and stuff like that because who knows what the hell they do.
All right, first of all, the Carter family was fucked to begin with. When the older brother Nick talks about it, it was nothing but violence. Now, when Aaron talked about it, it was violence not only with the parents, but apparently Nick would hit him too. So this kid grew up with a house where he was abused, saw his brother get so famous that it didn't make sense, put out a couple of songs that were absolutely horrendous, but every little girl on Disney bought them. He sold millions of copies. Next thing you know, this little kid is going to be out there doing stuff, performing. And as he grows old, nothing like a child star, man. You want to talk about the people that have screwed up the worst is child stars. They all end up messed up. Like my daughter can act. She's a pretty good actress. She was in the movie we did, buddy. I have kept her out of doing stuff like that as much as I can because I would never want a life like that for her. And now she's in like an improv class at college and all that stuff. I think I started a monster, but I would never want that for a kid because there's nowhere to go but down. Who is? You're right. He's another one. Jai. He's another one that went off the deep end. But look who he married. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's what saved him.
he's still going to be one though that if we did that like death list, you know, and you do the death list, you bet on who's going to die next. Celebrities, you pick a celebrity and whoever wins. Yeah, he's
Taking a box.
it is messed up. He's pretty close. I mean, he's not somebody that I would expect to be in there for the long term. On top of that, what about the kid Zayn from One Direction? That kid looks like he's going to be on a crash course with. He's already been on a crash course with beating his girl, getting arrested. He looks strung out already. Like every one of these kids that get put on stage, like you had, like for the record, have you guys ever been in front of 100 people, buddy?
Yep.
You've been in front of 100 people. Have you ever been in front of 200?
I have. I gave a lecture to 120 people at the Warwick Library once.
All right, so then you should have stopped at 100. When I said 200, you didn't. Your math's off, buddy. Your math's off. All right.
It's okay.
So if you've ever been in front of like 400, 500, 600 people, right? There's an adrenaline rush you get that is unmatched by anything else so far that I've found in life. So why do rock stars turn to drugs and stuff like that? Well, because they go from being on stage going 400 miles per hour, where there's a whole room listening to everything they say, watching every move they make. Show ends. They do what they got to do. They go home, back to their room, and there's nothing. There's no sound. There's no crowd noise. There's no attention. And they need to replace that rush with something else. That's what I've seen from the music industry. Like there is no greater rush than playing in front of, say, 600 people. They're all singing along with words that you wrote. And then the show ends, they all go home, and so do you. And then you got to figure out how do I deal with coming down from this? See, it was easy for me because I hated talking to people. And I always thought it was kind of silly.
Deal with it, Mike.
Yeah, Bafangul. So it was always very easy for me. But for others, they did struggle. Now, that goes for these kids. That goes for all these artists. I would not want to be a young actor, actress having to live in this world right now. Right now, I just wouldn't want to be young living in this world, period. Like, it's not the easiest thing to maneuver through. On that same topic, though, Madonna now has me absolutely freaked. Like that, you showing more of those photos really has me bothered. Like,
I hope you have nightmares tonight.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad that you hope I have nightmares. That's a very nice thing to wish somebody.
That's nice.
Madonna herself, though, needs someone to step in. She needs that friend to step in and be like, no. You can't. No. She has now. You know what? Let's go one more.
She's too far gone.
Britney Spears.
Ooh.
Now.
It's not bad.
I think she's had 46 cards in her deck the whole time. I think
totally
been off kilter the whole time. Now
I got Britney on Instagram. She's a pretty girl these days, though. You can't really.
No, she's not. No, she's not. No, she is. No, she is not. No, she is not. Again, you're wrong.
That's what she is.
It's gross, buddy. No offense. You and I both have ass and titties. If that's what you're really looking
at. Right, of course. But I mean,
disgusting as that sounds, it's true. Britney Spears is gross. She looks gross right now. She's another one who refuses to be her age. Biggzy, am I wrong or right on this one?
I haven't really followed up on Britney Spears.
That's right. You didn't even know that guy died.
So. Exactly. I was just going to say that. Obviously, as you can tell, I don't follow up on celebrities.
Hey, buddy, what have you been doing the whole time looking down?
He's looking at Britney Spears.
I'm just trying to find a picture of Britney Spears. Britney Spears, her stories show up on my phone on Instagram, and I was just trying to find one of her stories, which she doesn't look bad at all in, but I couldn't find any of them. So.
Yeah, she does.
It was sad, though, like, because I grew up with Britney Spears. Like, I grew up with Aaron Tata. Like, I grew up with all those singers, and it's, like, so sad to, like, see that they're going down, like, that path because, like, I mean, I, like, related to their songs, like as a kid and stuff like that. So it's so sad to like see them like just go off like the deep end like that.
You know what's weird is that you're talking about how you grew up on the Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, and like Aaron, as you say, Kata. I think it was Kata. And you claim that you really like their songs and what they were singing about. When, in my opinion, they were just singing about nothing, nonsense. And
Well,
when I grew up,
you're 10 years old and you don't really have anything like besides like your friend, like you don't really have anything wrong with the world, and like so you just like look at like, oh, like my parents, whatever. Like it's a little different.
all right, but I had we had Eddie Vedder, we had Chris Cornell, we had Lane Staley, and we had Kurt Cobain.
Yes.
So that's the four
Christ,
Mount Rushmore of grunge. Now, we need to bubble wrap Eddie Vedder immediately. Put a helmet on him, wrap him up in bubble wrap. He's the last one we got. That's all we've got left. We lost the other three. And Chris Cornell, I will say right now, is my favorite singer of all time. I'm actually going to wrap it up with this, buddy. What's your favorite singer and favorite album? And I don't mean CD, I mean album, like anytime, like an album. Give me something.
Ooh,
Singer and album.
God. Can we go to Biggzy first?
All right, Biggzy. Favorite singer, favorite album.
Please stop that. That's annoying. Thank you. I don't know. I have so many favorite like artists and stuff like that.
Pick one singer, one album.
Like right now?
No, let's wait 10 minutes. Then you tell us.
No, but like it all depends on like my feelings. It all depends on my mood. Like right now, I'm listening to I Prevail.
Okay.
And my favorite album from them is probably Trauma.
Okay. Buddy, to you?
Christ, it's tough all time. I absolutely love Led Zeppelin. But if I'm going to go favorite lead singer and favorite album, I'm going to go Eddie Vedder and Versus.
Wow, Versus, huh?
Or Vitalogy, either one.
So I would go with by far the best singers. The two best singers I've ever heard are Chris Cornell and the guy from Mike Patton from Faith No More. Two best voices as far as range, what they can do, period.
Okay.
Favorite band as of now would be Volbeat. And then Volbeat, Volbeat. They're from Finland, Denmark. They did a song with Clutch recently. They toured with Metallica. They're like all their albums are about the devil, cowboys, and then like gangsters. Volbeat is an incredible. If you like heavy metal, they're like one of the only bands keeping it alive, country to country, just going around. But favorite album, two favorite albums. For Christmas, it's the Johnny Mathis Christmas album. There is no better Christmas album than Johnny Mathis Christmas. I'm telling you the truth. If you want to have a good Christmas, just put on Johnny Mathis. Let him sing. It's friggin' Christmas all over again. I'm not a weirdo. After this, listen to the Johnny Mathis Christmas album. Favorite albums would be hard, but I'm going to say by far my favorite album of all time would be Nevermind by Nirvana. And the reason I say this is because I remember
that's a great album.
I remember hearing them for the first time, and my response was literally like, what the is this? Like, what the is this? And it was aggressive and it was loud. He didn't show his face for 2 videos. They were dirty. It was just something that was like, it helped start that whole movement of mosh pits again and all that stuff. So I got to go with that album. I mean, I don't listen to that album anymore. Great album. I can't listen to it anymore. I've heard it so many times. Like I know the songs inside and out. Like same thing with Run DMC, Tougher Than Leather. Like God forbid. I mean, it's ridiculous the amount of shit I know on that. But the one that I like the most that people would probably be shocked. Oh, Johnny Math. So the one that would probably shock people the most that I do like is Tech Nine. Wasn't a big fan of Tech Nine's until somewhat recently. Went back and listened to all his CDs. The dude talks about depression, all kinds of weird topics that nobody else touches. He was dropped from his label and then created his own kind of label and has made more money since putting out his own CDs. So I've now become a fan of his. Now, getting back to all this, where would be your favorite place to go if you could go tomorrow? I'll end it with that. One location, buddy. Any hotel, any city. Tell me where you'd go for one weekend.
Oh, the weekend. I would go where I was tonight, Mike. I would go to Gettysburg because I've been there a few times. I can't get enough of it. It's not a ghost thing either. I've never been there as a paranormal investigator. I've never investigated anything ghostly at Gettysburg. It's all about the history. It's all about the heroes. It's all about the guys from Rhode Island, what they did, their sacrifices. That just something about the field, just walking the field, just being on different locations, seeing different memorials. I'm going back in April. I'd go back next month if I could.
That's kind of an odd choice, but all right. I mean, I get it. I know why you like it. I mean, I like the hotel and everything. I don't know if I picked that, but Biggzy?
Aruba.
Yeah, see that's now that makes more sense because I was thinking like there's Vegas, of course. There's Bora Bora. There's is it called? It pronounced Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah, phenomenal hotels there. Like I want to go someplace like that. Or there's even those ice hotels. There's a couple of hotels that are made out of ice. I would do those. I would definitely.
Yeah, you said that.
No, I definitely would do that.
Ireland maybe would be on the list.
Oh, and I can't forget Italy. Of course, I would love to go to Italy. I would love to go to Italy.
Yeah, that's like a 2-week thing, not just one weekend.
Yeah.
But I would want to find the village where my family came from. Like I know the two little villages.
Where's your family from?
I can't. I have them written. I don't remember the names. But my father's side and my mother's side are both from the same area, somewhat of near southern Italy. Their towns are only like a couple towns over. I don't know the exact towns. I have everything written down. I can't pronounce one of them. But
my papa's family's from Sicily.
Oh, so from Sicily, from the tip of the boot. So, yeah, so they're kind of near there where my family came from. But it's weird is because my whole family came over in like within a span of 10 years. Like everybody in my family from 1910 to 1920, all the Italians came over. Done. Like it was just like 10 years of Italians. That's what that was. Just Italians coming in nonstop like this, getting the jobs, taking them from the Irish people, fighting with the Irish people. Italians and Irish people hated each other so much. They hated each other so much in the beginning. I mean, dude, buddy, have you been to Federal Hill, right?
I have been. My grandfather told me stories of getting into fights with Italian kids on Branch Ave. So
you couldn't cross the street. You couldn't cross the street as an Italian kid without getting rocks thrown at you by the Irish adults.
Good. My grandfather got chased down by Italian kids on Branch Ave. So good.
I'm glad you know what? I'm glad he got chased down. I hope he tripped. How's that? And Biggzy, I hope you have nightmares that you're in some sort of Britney Spears video where you got to perform with Madonna and her right now, and you're looking for Aaron Catta the whole time, and you never find him.
Honestly, I used to practice Britney Spears music videos when I was a kid.
So you know the whole
my friends and I would like literally be like, would grab our moms and be like, watch us perform, and we do like a whole performance of Britney Spears.
Oh, those poor moms. Oh my God, having to watch that.
They killed it though. They had like their wine coolers and they were loving it. They gave us applause. They're best moms ever.
I had my dad come to a show once. My dad comes to the show. He's drinking his Cape Cods. He's sitting with a couple of my friends. The place is packed. We do an amazing show. It's Lupo's. Sell it out, right? It's packed. I mean, we close. The place goes nuts. I get off the stage. I ask my dad, how'd I do? He goes, well, I got to go to work tomorrow and tell my son, and tell everybody that my son was on stage saying, motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker. But other than that, pretty good. That was a review I got from my dad. He never said another word about the performance. All he was hearing was the swear words. And we did swear a lot. But I mean, like, you know what I'm trying to say. So that was my dad's thing. My mom never saw me perform. Not
Why?
once.
Really?
She would not one show.
Does she just
No.
not want to?
She wanted to see me perform. She just didn't want to go to one of those places. She didn't feel safe going to one of those places. And it was weird. It's just like she never came to my basketball games either, though. So, like, growing up, when I played basketball all through, like, whatever, it was always my dad. My dad knew nothing about basketball. He's a 5'3" Italian. I get done with the game. Dad, how'd I do? You got to hustle a little bit more. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that one. You know what I mean? Because that's yeah. You got to hustle. Okay, thank you. Box out. Oh, okay. Yeah. She never saw our show. Buddy, any last words before we wrap this up?
Well, that's a shame, Mike, because you guys had some really great shows that I was
I
personally
forget that
attest
you
they
were
were
at
really
these
good
shows.
shows.
Yeah,
That's
you know what
pretty
I always forget that you were at these shows. I do. I remember how
Like
big you
99%
were in
of
the
them.
pit. Yeah, I remember how big you were in the pit. I remember you smashing people around. And matter of fact, I
Right.
remember you hearing the new music and telling me that it wasn't hard enough or heavy enough.
Right. It was. Yeah, it wasn't.
I was even insulted by that. Oh yeah, I was insulted by that.
I tell you every day, Mike. The first album is the best album, dude.
The third album's the
But
best.
anyway, I digress.
What's your
Wait.
definition of hard?
Bad.
Of heavy?
Yeah.
Bad.
Like
Mike,
Deftones heavy. Like we would get Deftones heavy.
What's your definition?
Like
Me?
Deftones heavy.
Oh, I
Pantera.
love Pantera. I love Sepultura. I love the old school. I love like old school Metallica. I love
Okay.
that
We
shit.
were-
I love Tool. I love. Oh my god. I love.
Like nothing like the screaming stuff.
No.
The
Yes.
Reno stuff is okay, but I mean,
So listen, I didn't scream. I would yell and do things, but I never screamed. Like there's screamers, and there's a lot of bands that we would perform with that would have singers that just screamed, and people would be upset because they'd be like, I gotta wait for all these people to scream to say, hey, you guys go on. I wasn't one of those new metal screamers. Bless you. But did rap, did sing. I don't know. I was just, buddy, I was good at it. I had a lot of fun at it. It was something that I enjoyed.
they were pretty good at what they did. I'm not gonna.
I was good at.
Mike, can
Yes.
you see this guy on TikTok? Because you were a drummer, right?
No. I can play the drums,
No.
but I was the best male vocalist of 2002 in the city and state.
You played the drums.
Oh no, I was the front man. I was the front man.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you played the drums.
But imagine that I played the drums.
That
Now
was
I
my
play.
goal,
I mean, I can play the drums, but you won't want. That's not what you would want me for. You want me in the front, a kawaii death metal. Yeah, no. So, again, heavy to me is that loud crunching. It doesn't have to be fast. It can be that churning, slow brutalness. Like I love that in music. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of, I'm not a big fan of happy stuff.
Well,
Unless
what I
you
was
go out.
gonna say, if you're on TikTok, you need to watch this guy. He's like from Russia or some shit, but he is like the fastest drummer I've ever seen.
Who's all right? Do you know the new rock groups? The new rock group, who's the one that has the drummer? He's a little chubby, but he's incredible. And they put him up front more. It's like a heavy band that's new. Is the young singer? It might even be the one you're talking about. It's like he's one of the better drummers of like the new generation. I watched him play and I was blown away by him, which is weird because like nowadays the drummers seem nowhere near as good as like the Bonhams and those guys. Those guys seem like they would just
Look up. Can you see
Bottom
it?
was the shit.
Yes.
Hold on.
I can't see that. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can screenshot it. Yeah, drumming is very easy to learn, but extremely hard to get good at. If that makes any sense, like, you can learn a basic drumming. You can play the basic beat for anybody. If you can't do that, you have no rhythm. All it is with your right hand, you grab two pencils. With your right hand, you count 4. Right? You count 4 with your right hand. Right? On every 1, you stomp your foot, and every 3, your left hand comes down. On the 1, you stomp your foot, and on the 3, your left hand comes down on the snare. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, bat, boom, bat, boom, bat. From there, you can do anything, but that's the basic, really the basic of learning the drums. If you got to teach your body to do that basic thing. From there on out, I don't know how to tell you to get good. But Biggzy, what would you like to end with? Upcoming with the Warner Paranormal Explorer Society, Establishment Society, Civilization, historically.
Well, I just sent you that guy's TikTok so you can see it. But
Okay.
no, but the Warner Paranormal Preservation Society, we have a holiday fair this Sunday.
Wicked Pissa.
What?
He said wicked pisser.
No, it's hold on, let me look it up.
Oh, we're coming to it. December 4th.
Yeah, Matt said you had
Isn't
to
it a
pay.
Wicked Pissa?
What, buddy?
It's
What?
not a Wicked Pissa thing?
It's a Wicked Fest Holiday Pear Fair.
Yeah, so it is wicked pisser.
Yeah.
Is that named after your song?
What?
Your hit single? Is that named after your hit single? Are you going to perform Wicked Pisser if we attend?
Yes.
Dude, I'll bring the whole beat and everything. I'll get the whole. I'll bring the boom, boom, and you just have to say Wicked Pisser. Yeah, buddy, we should attend that on the 4th. Maybe we can go down wearing like disguises. You want to do that, buddy?
Yeah.
I don't think we could disguise.
I'll get a Mike Leopard mask, and you get a really sexy ginger beard, and I think we can go like that.
That's a oxymoron. Sexy ginger. Doesn't even make sense. What? What do you mean by that?
Right.
Don't get me started, dude. I went to go see them on Halloween. They burn the steel down in Providence. They let you watch the steel burn, and then the sparks fly. I don't know if you've ever seen that, right? It's awesome. They pour out the molten whatever, sparks fly. Yeah, it's at the thing. And I got yelled at by my kids because my only form of entertainment was making fun of the redhead kid that worked there. I kept saying stuff like, "Ooh, you ginger! Oh, you unlucky person! Don't come by me with your bad
You
ginger."
called me offensive.
No, I'm very offensive if I want to be, but like I only pick on people that like look, the ones that I pick on, if they're offended, and I don't really feel that bad. Like if you get offended that I'm calling you a ginger, well, I mean you're a ginger. Well, what can I do, buddy? What can I say? You know what I mean? Redheaded people. Redheaded stepchild. Like it just goes like that. They never say that about like black hair, brunette. You know. It's all fun for us, buddy. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of Italian jokes, Mike. I'm just saying.
There's plenty of Italian jokes, but a lot of redheaded jokes too. I go over those if you want. Biggzy, anything else other than that December 4th?
Hold on. Let me
Well,
get this. Make sure I say this correctly. If I can find it.
All right, take your time though, so you say it correctly. Let's all make sure you say it correctly. Yes, let's concentrate so you say it correctly.
Oh, it's like the Pajama Jam party, New Year's party.
A pajama jam.
The what?
New Year's party.
Yeah, Pajama Jam party.
Where are you guys coming up?
Is Maddie Warner going to wear his pajamas?
What?
He asked a dumb question. He just asked, "Is Matt Warner going to wear pajamas?" I can answer that, buddy.
Yeah, they're having we're having the first sleepover at the hall.
He will be in a very tight set of pajamas with like a robe.
Yeah.
A robe. I'm picturing him wearing like what's the guy from
called,
Playboy?
It's called New Year's Eve Pajama Jammy Jam.
Pajama Jammy Jam.
Pajama Jammy Jam.
The Pajama Jammy Jam. Yeah. So Matt's gonna have on like he's gonna wear a wife beater, call it a top, right? He's gonna wear tight sweatpants.
Knowing him, he'll probably get like a onesie or something like that.
I have a sick looking set of footed pajamas that barely fit me, make me look like a psychopath. Like I'm gonna kill everybody. But Matt's also gonna wear a robe. I have a red one. It's just it's the dumbest thing in the world.
He's
it's just red.
I was just gonna say that, Sarah. He's probably gonna be looking like Hugh Hefner.
No, that's what I'm saying, Matt. That's what I was saying, Matt. That's what I'm trying to. Thank you, Sarah. That's what I'm saying about Matt. Matt's gonna wear the You Have to robe with like a wife beater, You guys know what that shirt is. I don't explain that to everybody, do I? And pajama pants
look like
that'll
a
have
straight up
skulls on it. What?
He's gonna look like a straight up chooch.
A chooch?
Chooch.
You just call him a chooch?
Yeah, he is a chooch.
A chooch.
Wow.
I love that word.
Pull out the
Choochonone.
Italian on
That's
you there,
the
Mike.
Choochonone.
That's my
Oh,
word.
yeah, that's Italian. He's a choochonone. Buddy, what would you wear for pajamas? The world wants to know.
I like the onesie idea. That's a great idea, but I cannot find a onesie that will fit my large self. So I usually just go with the basketball shorts or the sweatpants, depending on the temperature, and the t-shirt. And of course, socks. They have to be fuzzy girl socks. Because girls have the best fucking fuzzy socks. And it's not fucking fair that I can't find a pair of fuzzy socks in a size 16. It's just not right. I have to buy women's socks.
I'm so glad you froze.
With big feet. It's just not.
I took you as a naked sleeper. I don't know why.
Who, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. He's talking about
Sometimes.
Say fuzzy socks again, buddy. Say fuzzy socks.
Fuzzy socks.
Listen to me.
Fuzzy socks.
Listen to me. You should wear one of those, the wrestling gear where they have the one strap, just the one, like Andre.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
That's what you should show
Yeah,
up.
but then one nip always hangs out, Mike. I gotta have either both of them in or one of them, both of them out. I can't have one in and one out. It just doesn't.
I would show
One
up.
nipple gets jealous of the other nipple, and then I have nipple problems.
I would show up in just a pair of slippers, and then my choice of Spencer Gift underwear, either Pinocchio, the banana one, the giraffe. You remember these? You remember these?
I do.
Just that, and then I'd have to wear a robe because that would be disgusting to see. Now that I've made myself disgusted on what I look like, what Madonna looks like, you know what?
See my beard through that. My face
Look at
is
this.
a beard.
Wear a toga. Jai's right every friggin' time. She's so right. You know what? You should have made it a toga party. Now that would have been something. I would love.
We're
Go to the
having
toga party.
a Forrest Gump party.
Karen, of what?
We're having a Forrest Gump party.
Oh Jesus.
Do I want to ask? So what?
Yeah, wait. I do want to ask because I'm.
What does that mean?
sadistic.
Was it you dress up like Forrest Gump, or everybody just dumb?
Yes. So the guys are dressing up like Forrest Gump, and then the girls are dressing up like Jenny or Lieutenant Dan.
Wait a minute.
Awesome.
Why do the girls get Lieutenant Dan? Why do guys just get Gump? And
Jenny's a slut.
Jenny.
Well,
I was running.
mainly because I wanted to be Lieutenant Dan. So
Lieutenant Dan, you got magic legs. Why would you want to be?
You got new legs.
You got new legs.
You got new legs, Lieutenant Dan.
She tastes like cigarettes. That was my favorite. She tastes like cigarettes.
Yeah, she was a nice lady.
Lieutenant Dan.
I'm gonna be Lieutenant Dan. So my friend is letting me borrow a wheelchair. So I'm gonna have a wheelchair. And
Oh my God, that's horrible.
And then I'm gonna be Lieutenant Dan on New Year's, with all the confetti and just being like.
Are you gonna have a beard?
Yeah.
Then you will be the most attractive female there, in a wheelchair with a beard, looking like Lieutenant Dan. You're gonna be beating guys off with a stick.
Yeah, I'll be beating them with my 40 in a paper bag.
Oh my God, yeah, you will. They'll be like, why the frig is Lieutenant Dan hitting me with? No, but a Forrest Gump party is a very odd. Buddy, that's like 4 beers. Very odd party to have, but I can see you guys pulling that off.
Oh, we love Forrest Gump. That's why we're having like shrimp, chocolate. We're having all that stuff.
If I was you guys, I would make a menu of every single form of shrimp possible. I wouldn't offer it, but just have that menu. We got fried shrimp, salted shrimp.
Oh, I already have that.
Who's gonna be Bubba? Who's gonna be Bubba? You can't forget Bubba, right?
Bubba. Oh,
I gotta find Bubba.
that scene breaks my heart every time.
And he's like, I'm all right, Forrest. He's like, I'm all right, Forrest. With the lip. I like that movie, but I would do something different. I would do Goodfellas. Like I'd have a Goodfellas party. Everybody dresses up at like De Niro or Pesci or somebody like that, and then at one point of the party, we just pick somebody out. And we all stomp on them. I'm down with that, right, buddy? Give the De Niro kick. That kick. You bastard. I've always wanted to do that. You know what I mean? So maybe we do like an Italian party. I don't know. I don't know. But anything else before I wrap this up? Because I've just been babbling for the fact that one, I wanted to go over the time limit. Two, all right, good.
Holy shit, Mike! If Mike doesn't shut up, speaking of Italians and places like Bafangul, and oh my god, look at this beer! You can see like right through this beer. You can see my face through this beer. That's how non-IPA this. You see that? You see my face?
Yeah, it looks better like that.
That's fucking crazy. I'm used to drinking unfiltered beers, and this is a filtered beer. This beer, by the way, is so easy to drink.
Yeah.
Christ,
they hit you, though.
An Italian Pilsner being like 6-7%. Oh my god, it's like,
it hits
it's like
you.
drinking water. So
yeah,
anyway,
I found a couple of those.
If you're not done with the Italian references and the Italian guests and the Italian hosts, tune in this Sunday as we host paranormal investigator and producer and Christ, he does a lot of things, and he's also Italian. His name is Frank Sinelli. Frank Sinelli will be joining us live. You're searching in your head who he is.
No, I'm not at all. I'm not.
Okay. Frank Sinelli will join us live from. I was looking at Biggzy, live from Pennsylvania. And he's a great guy. And tune in for more from Frank Sinelli this week on the Legit Paranormal Facebook page.
Yeah. And Biggzy. No. See. Look, so Jai. That's just how he talks.
But he is fucking fun, right?
It's just kind of how he talks. I'm being dead serious. Like that's why I have him repeat certain words because it's just the way they come out. They're beautiful. It's just beautiful. Like I appreciate him for that reason, buddy. Don't do that. You're making me a little bit too much. Now, come on. Historical. Oh, there you go. That's historical, buddy. I didn't know the difference. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on, buddy. This is historical, buddy. Ready?
My computer is about to die.
Oh man, look how handsome and smart he is. He knows everything. Now, buddy, go back to Buddy Money there. The living legend. Oh my God, my heart just dropped. My stomach felt queasy. I just felt like a little excited. You got it, buddy. You got it. Guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Biggzy, how many shows you got left in you? Because I heard you leaving us.
One more, that bitch.
Yeah, this bitch is out.
Are you going to entertain any of the other shows that we have? We have a lineup starting in January of 2 shows every night from Monday to Friday.
I don't know. We still want to talk about that because I might be I might be coaching softball now. Also,
see, buddy, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? But another excuse would come down the pike. Didn't I say that? I said there'd be a second excuse.
I literally got asked to coach.
You did.
Because she just wants out. I told you that from the start that there would be a second excuse.
Mike, I told you that if I didn't want to do it.
I'm sorry, you told me what?
I told you that if I didn't want to do a podcast, I'd tell you.
Mm-hmm. You just didn't say how you tell me. You didn't say like you'd say, I don't want to do a podcast or I got to coach basketball.
Back at your messages.
What's that?
Said I legit messaged you. Look back at your messages.
Okay.
She legit messaged you. That means it's real.
Hey, and we move on, and the story rolls on, buddy. So you have one more show in you. We'll try to make sure we put on a special show for next week to send you off correctly. Other than that, what's that? You should be.
That.
Yeah, you should be. You should be, because I got a week to plan for it. In my wrapping up for Biggzy Dodge from the Warner Paranormal Explorers and Society. For Buddy Money there. It is me, Mike Lepre, King Michael. This was Legit Paranormal Vacation Planners, brought to you by Legit Paranormal, brought to you by legitpodcast.com. Buddy's a slob, a drunken ginger slob. We will see you again next week for Biggzy's finale. And to see Beanie, if you're out there, please get in touch. You've been on special investigation now for several weeks. We want to make sure you're all right. We'll see you guys.